Hi everybody, this is Dan at London and Zurich, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do some reporting in the new Direct Debits portal. So, one of the most useful reports that you can use is one called a summary of payment activity, and I'm going to show you how to pull this off. So you go to the Direct Debits page, and then go to Reports, and then you go down to here, Summary of Payment Activity and Schedule. And this is a really useful report for looking at forecasting, as well as looking at previous monies recovered from your customer. So I'm going to set the date range from today's date, which is the 24th of February, until 31st of December 2021. And I'm going to set that to search. It's going to take a few seconds to load. So here's one I've done earlier, same date range. And so what it pulls up for you when you've done that is the total amount of money that you've collected during that date range, or that you would expect to collect during that date range if you're looking at upcoming payments for dates that have not yet happened. So we can see from the 24th of February to the 31st of December in our test portal we're due to receive this amount of money. And then the days on which the collections are going to come in and the amount on each of those days is listed here. And then down here is the date that the money is expected to come in from the date of the collection. Something to keep an eye on is the not processed amount, because that will say what has not been recovered from your payment, so it's just one to keep an eye on for your customers. So if you want to go down a little bit from the first section, you can now see that within this data range there's a number of customers that are going to be collected from. So here is the amount that has been collected as we're doing a future date range that it's currently 0, but here you see it has monies that are due. So this is what you're due to expect from each customer. So this first test customer, £3,985. This one here, £110. You can then see any failed payments or indemnities or not processed monies from each customer. And then you can also see the date on which that money is due to come in from those customers. So you can see here there's one for £55, one for 10, 250. So you can see when each customer is due to be collected from. You can also, if you want to just put in a particular company name, you can put Simon there, and it just brings up that one customer that you're looking for, which is particularly useful if you're trying to look up a bad payer and see if they've not yet paid for anything, because you can see what their failed collections are and then what any subsequent monies are to be collected from that customer. So you can pull off a Excel spreadsheet or a CSV spreadsheet that contains all of this information if you need it for your forecasting, by just going down to the bottom of the page and clicking CSV there and opening that up, and you'll see that that's pulled across all of that information for the customers, for the values that's due to be collected from them in this column here, the dates on which payments are due to be collected from each customer, and then that amount as well. And so this can be really useful if you're going to be forecasting the amount of money that you are expecting to receive from your customers. Another thing that this section of the report is useful for is for looking at previous collections. So say if you wanted to look at the collections that you received back in time, here I've set back in 2017 a bit of data range, and I've applied that, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off an Excel spreadsheet listing all of this, open that up, and here again for this data range we have all of the collections that were taken from each customer, the date of the collections, the value that was received. You'd also have things like the indemnities or not processed. And if we were to go down to the bottom here, you can see any suspended payments with a date in their column here for when they were suspended, which is very useful if you're looking back and doing your reporting for finance. Thanks very much for watching this demo video on our new portal. If you need more help and support, be sure to check out the help section of our portal. To access it, just click help up at the top section and you'll find a number of resources available to help you. You can view our frequently asked questions here, which have a number of questions and answers that are typically asked. We also have a Direct Debit Portal user guide, which you can download by clicking this link here. It explains in good detail a number of different operations that you may like to carry out on the portal and how to go about doing them, as well as the various nuances associated with that. Lastly, you can also post a question anytime you like to our customer services team by clicking this button in the bottom right corner, and you'll get a same-day response for any inquiries. Thanks very much. Enjoy using our portal.